is to be where they were just before the symptom arose, just before they were disturbed, just before they felt they were ill. The challenge with that place is that's the place that was fertile ground to lead to where they're at. Well, I'm going to suggest something different. I'm going to suggest the real power of the chiropractic profession is not just in restoring a person to a prior minimal state of comfort. I suggest it's really about helping people take their life to a higher level. It's about providing strategies they never had before, upgrading the nervous system so it can self-regulate its own healing. It can self-regulate its own spinal subluxations, and in the process produce strategies generally not seen for individuals. What I might say evolutionary strategies, which means the system is more efficient than it was before. This is all based upon the original principle of the chiropractic profession, the original impulse. And that impulse started with the concept that is organizing intelligence or innate intelligence. In NSA and in reorganizational healing, we really find out that this innate intelligence really is composed of different intelligence, each which organizes a different aspect of physiological function, structure, behavior, and a person's life expression. Each of these is organized at a different level of care. We meet these different intelligences. Reorganizational healing also deals with the principle that the basis of all health distortions is there's not enough ability to have force organize the intelligence, force we now call energy. With enough energy, the organizing wisdom can not only help the person heal, but helps them to move their life to a higher order. This is called reorganizational healing. You may have heard of an example of someone who had a heart condition, and they had a stent put in or took cardiac drugs. And they said that's the care. The symptom is gone and they wait for another attack, or they try to prevent another condition from happening in their heart. There's another way of saying this. And you could say that now the person knows they have a heart condition. What if they now say, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to exercise differently, to eat differently, to look at my life differently, to actually take a look and bring my life to a higher order that not only precludes having further heart conditions, but this disease or condition, a set of symptoms, help me to serve to bring my life to a higher order. NSA is a perfect intervention for those people who say, not only want to be healthier, but I want to develop the internal resources to bring my life to a higher order. And to do that, we have to take the bound energy that's bound up as subluxation, as fixation, as altered spinal curves, as distortions, as the bound energy that's bound up when a person says, I can't experience this experience, and produces a vertebral subluxation, and help over time it to be liberated so it can be brought to the innate intelligence so the body can heal at a higher order. The person actually could bring their life to a level they never even dreamed of before. Yes, you're going to learn to access people's spines and nervous systems to achieve this. In this program, in addition to learning how to help reorganize a person's spine and life through specific chiropractic care, you're going to be learning about the Epstein model of spinal and neural integrity. The Epstein model of spinal neural integrity is an integrated approach to assessing what's going on. Why is the person subluxating? How can they self-regulate the subluxation? How do you know how to address the individual? How do you know what type of force application to apply? How do you know to rate their progress? So I asked the question is this: what makes a healthy spine? Great question. Well, there are different subsystems of the spine. In the car, you have your transmission, your powertrain, you have your steering, you have your air conditioning, you have your brake system, the body of the cardiovascular, respiratory, the nervous system, the immune system. You have all the different subsystems. There are different subsystems of the spine that all have to share energy and information effectively. And if they do that, the spine stays healthy. And micro motions, micro adjustments along the way help the body to not only prevent subluxations, to help self-regulate them, and to be able to help an individual to reach new levels of health and well-being. So you're going to learn about the passive subsystem, the vertebra, the ligaments and discs that send afferent signals to the nervous system. You're going to learn about the neural control mechanism, which involves the spinal cord the nervous system, the nerves, the meninges that anchor the vertebral column in the neural canal. You're going to learn about the active subsystem, the muscles and tendons, which help connect and move the vertebral ligaments and discs with signals going into the nervous system. You're going to learn about the emotional subsystem. And the emotional subsystem is that system that's associated with a change in tissue tension oscillation of the cells, microscopically and macroscopically. You're going to learn with every spinal adjustment that you produce what's going to happen with the energy being distributed between the passive, the active neural control subsystem and emotional system. You're going to be able to rate the patient's progress. With each level of care, of persons in a network care, the system gets more